Hello, and welcome to Fallout New Vegas Hardcore Explosives Only. I'm Zyzix. This is our protagonist, Hardcore Pete. And here we are. As you can see, we are at the gates to the Lonesome Road DLC. There it is, Lonesome Road, and we are going into the Divide to face our final challenge before the battle at Hoover Dam. The coordinates you received led you to this canyon filled with storm-tossed wreckage. Beyond lies the Divide. Lonesome Road is intended for experienced couriers, level 25 or higher. You cannot take companions with you on the road ahead, nor bring any you find out with you. You can carry whatever equipment and gear you have with you without restriction, however. If the journey proves too difficult or you need to resupply, you can always retrace your steps and return to the Mojave at any time. If you are prepared, then continue on to the storms of the Divide. History awaits. Walk the Lonesome Road. That's basically the only DLC that doesn't have a little cutscene. And also the only DLC that we can stop halfway through and be like, nah, fuck this, and go home. Quest added. The Silo. What's interesting about this DLC is they make it seem like Ulysses is waiting for you at the end, but he's fucking not. He follows you. There are points throughout the DLC where you can look out into like a building or something far away and see him in one of the windows. He follows us. He knows what's going on. He follows and watches the entire time. But as for weapons, I basically just brought my anti-personnel weapon, grenade launcher, and Esther, because we will be getting something else. Ooh, almost went over there. But there you can see the Divide. It's a literal crack in the land. Basically what happened was that was an underground nuclear missile silo bunker thing, and they all went off while they were underground and just straight up ripped the ground open. You can go home, courier. Lonesome Road. Silo blast control doors. This console control accesses access to the silo itself, but it is encrypted beyond your ability to hack. You will need to find something that can break the encryption in order to process it. I have a 100 in science. Nothing is beyond my ability to crack, but alright. Double alright. I always find it weird where there's terminals to unlock doors like that. Like, if it's a locked door and a locked terminal and you can pick the lock or hack the terminal, sure, cool, awesome. But when it's just a terminal that you access just to access it, and it's like, yeah, nah, it's weird. Do I want a breathing... Actually, can I wear that? Just as another thing on my face for the lols. It's like 5 things, isn't it? And then 4. Okay, so we got the glasses, the breathing mask, the atomic valence tri-radii oscillator, Try saying that 5 times fast. And our first recon beret. We should probably avoid talking to Boone. He's probably not too happy with us. Although I don't plan to anytime soon. Commissary notice. Attention all base personnel. The automated commissary system has been locked down until further notice. It turns out that counterfeit-proof pay chits we've been issuing to you are exactly the same size and shape as ordinary bottle caps. Until we can correct this problem, you'll have to make your purchases the old-fashioned way. So they've got counterfeit-proof chits that the machine is checking the size and the weight of and the shape and everything or whatever, and it just happened to be exactly the same as the ordinary bottle caps that I just happened to have like 15,000 of or something like that. Or I did have 15,000. I don't know if I still do. Anyway, unlock prototype bot pod. Look at that. Ooh, we're getting more. Whoa. Eddie?
Ralphie! Fly far, fly fast!
Eddie? What are you doing here? This silo must have some pretty advanced engineering facilities to remote scan and build copies of you. I think I can use your help getting out of here. Can you come with me? Happy beeping.
Experiment log 369248/B. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. We've boosted signal gain and enlarged the overflow buffer system. That should ensure 100% connectivity and control. Eddie, whenever you're ready. Yes, success. Reporting full success on 369248/B. Eddie was able to interface with and override the test panel in under 3 seconds. Great job, team. Now let's start on the proposal for the full rollout.
That's a recording of your development. Are you saying you can override electronic security? Only panels with a disc-shaped receiver. The console in the main room had one of those, I think. Was that the voice of your creator? What happened to him? Well, I'm sure he's fine wherever he is. Maybe you'll get to see him again one day. Alright, let's keep moving. Now I had an optional objective to have Eddie activate the commissary form. Oh, there it is. That's what this is. Can only be unlocked by an iBot. Are you gonna do that? Sure is. Oh, universal repair interface and commissary. Okay. Oh, 10,000 caps, not 15, still. Wasn't too far off. US Army combat armor. Kinda wanna get that. Just to see if it's different than the other combat armor. But basically I'm just here to sell them the arc welder. Don't need that. And these things will be all over the place, so I'll have plenty of access to all the ammo. Anyway. Come on, Eddie. Let's go! Ah, there you go. That's the little dish thing. Kind of goes back in, so it's a bit hard to be like, yeah, it had a dish, but whatever. Oh, now I gotta actually use the thing. I was gonna say, Eddie, that was really fast, but no, it's not him. Oh, more iBots. Sure. You found a module on this broken iBot that can upgrade Edie. Installing this module grants you the first rank of the camaraderie. Oh, camaraderie, but camaraderie perk, allowing Edie to repair your currently equipped weapon once per day. This is accessed through Edie's dialogue. If you find more upgrades, you can unlock further perks, and when you return to the Mojave, these upgrades will carry over to the original Eddie as well. Awesome. So do I need to give it to him, or has he got it? Oh, okay. Oh, yep, can you repair my weapon? But anyway, that's an impressive multi-tool suite you've got there. I bet I could make all sorts of stuff with that. And that gives me access to the workbench and reloading benches. I feel like I already... Yeah, I already have the reloading bench, whatever. Hey, is that an Armco portable reloading bench built into you? That'll be handy. Eh, whatever. I don't know if it's just a random line of dialogue that you're allowed to do to be like, hey, you have access to reloading benches and workbenches through Eddie. Traders? Nope. Demands. Okay. Unlock hydraulics? Oh no, I don't want those. Just a whole bunch of... Yeah, see, there's the nail gun, and that's what you get the nails for. Okay, a pack of cigarettes and a whole bunch of... If this was dead money, this would be a great room, but... I don't see anything in here that I particularly want. An auto-inject stim pack and a regular one's nice. Otherwise, it's just kind of junk. Scared? What are you scared of? Come on, Eddie. Oh, wait, what?
Dr. Grant? What the hell do you think you're doing?
Ah, Whitley, there you are. Orders from Colonel Autumn. He feels the iBot Duraframe project isn't advancing quickly enough. I'm to...
You didn't even disengage his damage avoidance protocols. You're hurting him.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just a machine. See here, I've already increased the navigation system's efficiency by 65%.
Get the hell out of here.
Fine, Whitley. It's your lab. At least until I tell the Colonel about this.
Sounds like Dr. Whitley really cared about you. Ralphie, who? You're still not making sense, Eddie. And who the hell is General Winters? The recording mentioned a Colonel Autumn. Again, Ralphie who? You're still not making sense, Eddie. That's a terrible story, Eddie, but we should get moving. I know. If you didn't know, Ralphie, what he's referencing, is like an old... I can't remember if it's a TV show or an actual radio program, either or, back in the old world, about an iBot that went on a very big, very long journey adventure, like Eddie goes on a very big, very long adventure. Because again, if you know, you know, Colonel Autumn is the guy from Fallout 3. He's like the main Enclave guy from Fallout 3, and that's over in Washington, D.C. on the other side of the country. Deactivate security? Yeah. He just fell over. He's a sentry bot. He should have just stopped walking, but I guess he physicsed weird and actually fell over. That's funny. Hard lock desk. What is in here? I don't want to break the lockpick because I'm at 150 and it looks so nice. Hopeville Silo, first level security code, Plasma Defender. Actually, maybe I should pick up a few things like that, but nah. Nah, there'll be plenty of loot to get out in the world. Yikes. What happened to you? Marked man. Look at that. That's not even ghoulification, it's just straight up peeled his skin off him. You know what, I'll take that too, because yeah, that's food and water down. Markman Ravenger. Red Glare Rocket Launcher. Where do I get me one of them? That's what we're here for. That's the prize. That's what we waited 48 levels, 51 episodes to come and get. Now repair the terminal. Hack security turrets. Eddie. I don't know if Eddie can actually die out in this DLC because he's required. But we are on hardcore mode, so I really don't know. Hopefully, we don't find out. Oh, and you're a Legionnaire. But you're NCR. Maze is good. Of course the door requires a key. It always requires a key. The mainframe is locked down with a secure military-grade encryption sequence. You'll need to find the security codes and upload them to Eddie to gain access to the mainframe. I thought I did find the security codes. Do I have to actively upload them to him? No, okay. Well, there's another room we haven't explored with a marker. It says security, so that'd be where the security codes are, right? Look at that. Oh, hello. This is a trick, isn't it? Like, this whole wall lifts up. That's how you guys get out of there and just attack me. General Martin Retzlaff? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. U.S. Army General yeah, I'll take that because why not? You know what? I don't need 10mm rounds. Base terminal. Deactivate personal sentry bot system. Open personal sentry doors. Oh, okay, so not that the walls came down, but close enough. Oh, there we are. Silo network security codes. Do I need to upload them? Probably not. It probably would have told me if I'd, taken 30 seconds to let the text on this side of the screen update. But ain't nobody got time for that. Actually, yeah, I'll take those. Hey, another magazine. And a first aid kit back here, Ask Eddie to unlock the mainframe. Get on it. Open the silo bunkers. Yeah, I gained the machine head perk. Which means I'm really good at blowing up machines, right? And I just put myself over the weight limit, didn't I? Little bit! Oh, the buff out didn't do anything? I thought I... Although we have Eddie now, we can ask him to actually hold stuff for us. So I'll just get all the loot. Okay, just finished looting and I dropped some stuff off with Eddie. So let's have a look around here. Yeah, those are some good supplies. Boxing time, I mean it doesn't weigh anything. Oh, and I did bring a few microfusion clusters with me as well. Forgot to mention that when I went over the weapons I brought with me. Just in case, like they worked well. Also, I was kind of using them slightly incorrectly. It's not a grenade, so I can't VATS anyone with it. It's basically a mine. Like, I throw out the cluster, and then it puts down a bunch of microfusion cell mines. It's a little cluster of mines, basically.
Taking your chances coming here. Just like bringing the Lord of Vegas his tribute, bending your knee to old world ghosts. You and that chip deserve each other. 29 less coins than other traitors have carried, if history's true. Now see the road the old world paves, and what the lights of New Vegas promise, if they haven't blinded your eyes.
Maybe you'd better tell me who you are and what you want.
I'm a courier. Courier 6 was Courier 6. Like you, and not like you. In all the ways that matter. Spent too many years looking for you. Now letting you come to me. Thought carrying that ship would end you. No. You got lives in you. Hard to kill. Storms, bullets, sand and wind. Yet still you walk. For now.
We've never spoken before. I'd remember your voice.
Words are the only way couriers meet. Sometimes it's the paths we walk. But no. We've never spoken before now. You may not know my voice, but we've walked the same places. The long 15 to Prim. That wasn't the only road you ever walked. I've been to your home, the place you kept returning to. May not be the place you were born, was the place you gave life to. Same thing. People forget couriers can keep communities alive until the day they're gone and their breath catches in their throat.
You're the one who sent the radio message. Ulysses.
Not my given name. Close enough. Took it from history. Found it in a book. It It's an old world name. Ulysses lived a long time ago, long before the old world set fire to itself. He made a mark without being myth. Had to fight during a time when his world had two flags, and he had to make them one.
Ulysses. Not the myth. You're honouring history, not stories. As in Ulysses S. Grant, which ties into this line here. You chose Ulysses because of the two flags reference, as in the Union and the Confederacy's two flags. Anyway, you're honouring history, not stories.
History, yes. Ulysses walked a hard road. A general, like Caesar and Oliver. He was brawn and stubborn, gave him strength on the battlefield. He led his side to victory, turned two flags into one. That's when he lost. When the fighting was done, the sickness took hold. Lesson there. If history's to be believed, one you should heed.
Oh, we'll see what he says when I do this one now. You chose Ulysses because of the two flags reference. Is that tied to the war in the Mojave?
War. Call it that. Our part in it. Ulysses wasn't made for the flag he followed. He wasn't made for peace. That's the lesson. If you follow a symbol to the end, ask yourself what that means. More important, ask what happens after the end.
Nothing, that's why it's the end. You brought me here to talk. If you wanted to kill me, you'd have waited until I came for the chip.
No, I couldn't. And I'm thinking you can't kill me either. If you did, you'd answer for it, just as I would. Let the lambs do the killing for you. That's one of the things you taught me. Killing is personal. So's vows, promises. Last bit's more important to me than the first.
Wait, so you swore not to kill me? Why?
What kind of world would this be if courier killed courier? You've got enough distance ahead of you. Save your breath for the road. Don't waste it on words.
Alright, enough talking. You went to a lot of trouble to lure me out here, so let's get on with this.
America sleeps ahead of you. Its nightmares filled with quakes, storms. You'll need to find your own path. That means waking America's spears up from their slumber. There's ways. Warheads set off collapse. Warheads could open the gates again. You're resourceful. That machine, robot with you, can help you find the warheads you need to destroy. And their trigger, the detonator. The way ahead is below. The tools are there. The rest, up to you.
If we share history, then before going forward, I want to know the past.
Who are you who do not know your history? You came all this way for answers. Only currency I have. Nothing else to be gained. Could turn around, walk away at any time. If history matters to you, you'll need to earn it. Any laws of mine, I have already cast away in the divide. They're lost to you. For now, find the trigger for the warheads buried in Hopeville. Use it to keep moving and keep alive.
Fine, I'll find this trigger. Then I'll come find you.
The divide will send its worst against you. It may break you. We'll see if you're stronger. Road gets rougher from here. Courier left marks for you. Colors will tell the way if you're smart. They'll lead you to your home one more time. Lead to the ending of it. Maybe remind you why you wander.
As he mentioned, does have a few scattered logs throughout the Divide that go into a lot more detail about him, his story, the Divide, and everything. Basically, me as a courier, before the story of Fallout New Vegas, my character, Hardcore Pete, walked through this area and actually set up the Divide as a thriving community with places like here, Hopeville and stuff like that, alive and thriving. And I was bringing items and packages, currying things to and forth. And then one day I brought a package into the Divide. I didn't know what was in the package because that's not my job to know, Rule 1, you don't open the package. But when it got here, somebody here in the Divide did open it. Oop, there we go. There's one of those marked men guys. I knew they were close. Ooh, he's got a tri-beam laser. That's pretty tough. But yeah, as I was saying, one of the people here in the Divide opened the thing that I delivered, and it turned out to be like a little detonator. Whoa, where'd you come from? When I say little, I mean kind of fucking massive, because this whole place was built on an underground silo. And that detonator linked to all the missiles underground and set them off. And it caused earthquakes and... Ooh, right, shotgun. That'll be worth some money. And it caused earthquakes and literally ripped the ground in half like we saw. And all that stuff, all the dirt and dust and debris got spewed up into the air. And that's what the storm that he was talking about, and that the storm that we can see up in the sky is. And that storm, along with the nuclear explosion and, general falloutness, basically skinned these people alive. They're not ghouls, they're the marked men. They're not rotting flesh. They've literally had it ripped off by sand, high-speed sandstorms. Oh, there we go. There's the Ralphie poster I was talking about. So yeah, both the NCR and the Legion were making plays on this location. That's why the marked men are both NCR and Legion men. They're not aligned anymore. Ooh, I'm over encumbered again. Come here, Eddie. Okay. And so yeah, this place kind of fell out of memory, It got nuked. Nuked to high hell. So people just kind of forgot about it. They left it. And then Ulysses was one of Caesar's Fumentari, like Vulpes. One of the guys that's kind of sneaky, right? And goes around investigating and infiltrating and yada yada yada. One of those guys. Yeah, the Fumentari. And he found this place. He found the Divide. And apparently he was like getting disillusioned with Caesar, and he obviously wasn't a huge fan of the NCR coming from Caesar, so he found this place, found the silo, found the missiles and everything, and he decided he was going to wipe this slate clean, get rid of both the NCR and Caesar. But he was going to take his time, do it slow, do it right, unlike Hardcore Pete that would rush in and do it in like a day and a half. This guy took a few years, took his time. That'll be worth some money as well. Hollow point rounds. And then yeah, one day he found Eddie out here in the Divide, and then used Eddie to send a signal to me, to my Eddie, to basically lure me out here to come and, resolve it, because I'm the one that caused this whole Divide thing indirectly, which I think is a bit of a cop-out. Like, I didn't... Oh, there we go. Great, I bought. Small energy or microfusion cells once per day. Cool. Like, I didn't arrange for the detonator to be sent here. I just carried it here. And, you know, that's his whole thing. Oh, you don't know the weight of the things you carry. Oh, it's all your fault. It's like, bitch, blame the guy that fucking sent it here in the first place. And he's a courier too. Like, and yet he wants me to feel bad about doing the same job that he does and is doing or whatever. Oh, we'll get your stuff. But yeah, that's the basic story of the Divide. And I gotta admit, it's a little weird to me. Like, Ulysses isn't like a survivor of the Divide or anything, or a descendant of the people from here. At least I don't think he is. That, you know, came back and found his home devastated and is seeking revenge. Like, this isn't personal to him. Yet he still is almost making it personal. Because why not? We haven't had one go off today. I should have nuked and cleared out anyone in there. I'm actually surprised I didn't take any fall damage. Oh, maybe not. You've got my red glare. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come here. Gimme, 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 gimme. Ah, there it is. I think he's still alive, but... Red glare. And the laser detonator. You found the laser detonator Ulysses spoke of, a piece of pre-war tech that can detonate the nuclear warheads scattered around the Lonesome Road. You can use it to open new paths, kill your enemies from afar, or even discover secret loot caches. Just point at the warhead, hold down the trigger, and watch the explosion. If what Ulysses said is true, you'll need this to advance, which means there must be more warheads blocking the way forward. You'll need to find the correct warhead and detonate it. Okay. Yeah, you deal with it, Eddie. 'Cause this is the sort of area I'm talking about. Like, if I don't know exactly where he is every single time, but this is the kind of location I mean. Did Eddie just fucking die? Oh no, I think he just fell. Hey, hey, you want to fight? You fight me. Get back here. Eddie is unconscious. Okay. Okay. Do you know how amazing it is that Eddie goes unconscious? And there's another red glare. Delightful. Delightful. It is amazing. Because now he can't die. So I can just go fucking crazy. Shooting and blowing up anything and everything I want. Okay. Got all my looting done. So let's go. And there's our first warhead, actually. Cool. I think I was just at the right distance away, too, because that was very bright in my face. What's in here? Hopeville Men's Barracks. Oh. Okay, damn. Blade of the West. It's funny, because somebody has a Blade of the East. Somebody has a Blade of the East. But the Blade of the East is a unique variant of just the bumper sword. The Blade of the West is not unique. Okay, before we call it an episode, let's have a little chat with Eddie still. Happy beeping. Oh, here we go. If you switch the 3/8 wrench to a smaller drill, those weapon repairs would be easier. Happy beeping. If you drop the power output by 0.24, you'll be able to make some more energy ammo with no quality loss. Can you repair my weapon? Sure, why not? And then I'll talk to you. Oh, here we go, another one. You know, if you strip out plasma relays on those energy cells, you could make flamer fuel. If you remove the safety catches on those microfusion cells, you could turn them into satchel charges. Cool, so now we can just straight up have him give us satchel charges. But I want to access the multi-tool. This one, that's been staring me in the face. Conversion. Missiles to rockets. I can't do it the other way, but I can make a whole bunch of rockets out of the missiles I've been picking up. That is like 99% the reason I didn't bring Annabelle, because I knew I'd be getting rockets, and I knew we'd get red glare. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just... It's pretty good. Just a quick little tube change, and then... That was a car exploding, not from red glare. But Hardcore Pete is very happy with this. Look at those numbers and lights just going off. This is excellent. Full on Mr. Burns. Excellent. Oh, and while I was doing my inventory management over at the commissary, I remembered that the red glare comes with mods. There it is. There's 2 other mods to get, and they're not cheap. Like, this was 11,000 caps. Its value's 10,000, but I paid 11 for it. So I gotta... Right, it's been a long time since I've modded stuff. I mod it from the weapon. There we go. So I'll let you know when I get the 2 other ones. That one increases the rate of fire. There's another one that increases the zoom, and another one that increases the speed of the rockets. Like, actually flying through the air. Like, the one I have now increases how fast the rockets will fire from red glare, but the other mod increases how fast they'll actually travel through the air. Yeah. But I think we'll call it an episode there, having taken our first steps along the Lonesome Road into the Divide. Although, it's not that lonesome, is it? We've got our friend Eddie with us, and we've got our new friend, Red Glare. Next time, we'll continue making our way through the Divide. I'm not going to stop and search every nook and cranny. Like, I probably won't get and detonate all the warheads. I almost definitely won't find all those Ralphie posters or all the logs from Ulysses, but I would recommend it. You know, take your time and really explore this place, because this is one of those areas where if you dig deep enough, you get the full story, you get the lore. It's really cool, it's really interesting. But until next time, thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good one. See you then.